So what is back of words? So this is the first technique that we have used to convert some review or some text to a vector format. This is the first technique and the most simplest one among all of the technique. So let's look into it. So I have taken here 4 reviews as an examples. So the first review that I have taken, this pasta is, so this 4 comment I have taken as an examples for understanding this back of our technique. Okay, this 4 text. So the first one is pasta is very tasty and affordable. Second is pasta is not tasty and affordable. Third is pasta is delicious and cheap. Fourth one is pasta is tasty and pasta tastes good. These 4 examples that I have taken. So the first task that I have to do here, the first task is we have constructing a dictionary. First that thing. First construct a dictionary. This is the first step. Okay, now how we will construct the dictionary? How we will doing this thing? So these things we have to do by set of, we have to take the set of all unique words in this review, in our review data sets. Okay, so here what does the review different words? This means this, pasta, each, very, tasty and affordable, not, and delicious, cheap, like that, good, tastes. These are the different words, means we have to take this set up, we have to take this difference one and make a set. So to make construct a dictionary, the thing that we have to do, set of all, we have to take set of all the unique words in the review data set. Okay, this is the first job. So as an example, here example will be what? Here it will be this pasta is very tasty and affordable, like that. Last unique will be good. Like these are our unique word. Suppose we call this is the dictionary S, we call this is a dictionary S. We call that's this job we have to do first. Now the second step we have to compute. In second step we have to compute the vector. We have to make a vector for age review. How we will doing this? Let's see. To make a vector, suppose I'm taking here these examples. This pasta is very tasty and affordable. Oh, okay. So let's rewrite it first. So the text that I have taken here, the review one, as an example. I will convert it. So this text is this pasta is very tasty and affordable. This is the text that we have to convert into vector. Suppose after converting vector, we got it. Some vector v1. How will convert it? So the ways is, first we have to take an array. This you have to take this array. So this dimension of this array will be, so the dimension of this array will be the number of words that have the number of unique words in our dictionary. Means here, which our dictionary is, so suppose let the number of unique word in our dictionary is D. means that it is the number of unique words. These are the number of unique words. So these will be the our indexes here. So it is the first index, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, up to D. So here we have D indexes. So now we have to take the what will be here this. So suppose let the dictionary that we have constructed here, it will start from here A and like that. The here it is this, like that this. Here it is suppose let pasta. Here it is each. Somewhere here let somewhere here it is tasty. Somewhere here it is let somewhere here it is ant. Somewhere here it is like berry. This is our dictionary. Suppose let. So first the value that I have to put here this. Let's see what is this here. So this is here. So let's put it here. Now let's pasta. Pasta is where it is the pasta. Each where it is the each. Very, very. Now the word that we got. Now we have to put this value into the indexes, into that corresponding indexes. Okay. Very. Now tasty is here, and is here. Affordable means the rest of the zeros somewhere here. Like that, somewhere here it will be zeros. Like this kind of. This is the vector that we got. Okay, the H cell here that we have seen here, H cell, here the H cell, these H cell are denoted here. The times, number of times the occurrence. Suppose here in this review, suppose let's the example, the review 4. So here the pasta occurs 2 times. So here pasta value, corresponding pasta value, it will be 2. Okay. So the H cell contains the number of words occurs in review, is review. So the number of times the word occurs in is review. This is the means H cell contents. Okay, and this each word is here that we have taken is different dimension. Okay, its each word will be must be different dimension. That's always you have to mark. The one thing you will notice here, this in a review in the dictionary, the word that we have, but in a review there are few of words from our dictionary. Okay, so for this reason, this vector that we got, this must be sparse vector. This must be sparse vector because most of the elements are zeros here. Because most of the element in this vector are zeros. So because of these reasons, it is a sparse ratio. So since in general D is very large, means the number of unique words in our dictionary is very large. Since D means number of unique words in a dictionary is very large. Okay, this is the because of these reasons, the matrix, the vector that we got, it's a very sparse vector. Okay, this is the one technique, and it is the most simple general technique. And the thing that you have noticed, the vector that we got, the similar text of the closure vector. So let's try to understand. the similar, how we'll find these text are the similar. Just see this review 1 and review 2, review 3. This pasta is very tasty and affordable. This pasta is delicious and cheap. So if you compare, these are the two similar kind of taste. But here, if you just compare, this pasta is very tasty and affordable, and this pasta is not tasty and affordable. Okay, now let's try to understand through this vector, this what is the similarity of this. So here R1 similar to R3, R1 is similar to R3. So that means the backward, the vector that we got, the text that in backward that we converted from text to the vector, so the similar text must give the closure vector, output of the closure vector. So the similar text must result the closure vectors. Okay, we'll see through an examples. First thing is similar text must give closure vectors. That's the two things you have to note. Similar. Now let's try to understand through these examples. Now I'm taking here review 1 and review 3. That's the very similar type, means they are a common word, pasta, these pasta, very, each, very tasty and delicious. We will see in next video how we will find these two different word each same kind of meaning. We will see in next video. But now let these are the similar one. Now let's see it. Review 1 and review 2. This pasta is very tasty and affordable. And here review 2 says that this pasta is not tasty. Some not is only different here, but rest of the things are okay. So this is the main problem. This is the main drawback of this backward technique. Okay. So the vector, the closure vector, the distance of the closure vector is not so much, but the meaning of these two texts are huge differences only for this not. That's the main problem here. The main drawback. Let's try to draw back this. So the R1, I'm taking here these two example, R1 review or review 1 and review 2 for better understanding. So these are the two text, these are the two review that I have taken to understand the what is its drawback. So let's try to first build the vectors. So the first vector is, I'm taking the same color v1 for this review 1. Let's build it first. Now let's construct a dictionary for these two texts. These are the two vectors that I have to build. Now let's construct a dictionary. What is the dictionary here? So first word is this, then pasta, then each, then very, then tasty, then suppose let affordable. Here it is not. These are the our dictionary. So I think 8 word has their content. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so first see this text. This, okay, 1 is okay, 0. But here, what is this? This pasta each very, no, here it is not very, each, then it is not here, not this pasta each not tasty and each. And each means each is 2 times here. Just see it, 1 times, 2 times, 2, 2, and is affordable. Which tasty and affordable. Affordable. Okay. I think everything is okay. Here is not very. Here is not very. Here it is with 0. Think this pasta is not tasty. Is not tasty and is affordable. Okay. Now it is okay. I think you got the. So these are the two vectors for these two reviews. Now this is the two vector. These are the two vectors for this corresponding two reviews. Now let's find the distance between them. What is the distance between this vector 1 and vector 2? Let's find it. Distance means the length between these two vectors. It is the simple thing we have already seen. Length between v1 and v2. So if you find it, this length, so this length will be simple the norm of v1 minus v2. This length will be this. So what will be this? Actually, we have already seen this length means the Euclidean distance simply. L2 norm, if you take it as a L2 norm, we have seen already is the Euclidean distance. And subtract each quantity, this is 0. This is first compare these two between these two quantities. These two quantities 0. Okay. Plus this one zeros plus here 1 square plus here 1 square, only one difference is, plus this 2 0 plus this 2 plus this 2 is equals to 0 square plus this 2 1. So total distance will be, now if you find this total distance will be what? How much ones we have? 1 plus 1 plus 1 means root 3. We got it here, root 3. Okay. So now the thing is that the two vectors that review 1 and review 2 are totally different meaning. These are the totally different meaning. Meaning very different. But the problem is the distance that we got here. For sample of this knot, for sample of this knot, these are meaning are the very different, but the distance is much closer. But the distance of this between these two vectors, with the distance between these two vectors are distance much closer. Means root 3 is not a, here the dimension is what? Dimension is 8 dimensions. Here its vector HVIs belongs to R8, but let the distance is here, it's only root 3, so it's not a so much larger distance, it's a very closer distance. But the meaning of these two sentences is very different to each other. That's the main drawback here. Okay, that's the main drawback. Okay, so how we'll remove this drawback, we'll see this thing in the next video. We'll see how to remove this drawback that we got in this video. So but just to end this video, that first thing that we have to remember in back of word that we have learned how to construct a sentences to a simple a vector format. Okay, that's thing we have learned here, and we have also faced some problem. So we will remove this problem in next video, but just recap this thing that we got. So we have to first step we have to construct the dictionary by simple taking the unique word from our data sets, means from our review sets. After building this dictionary, we have to construct the base vector based on these unique words. Okay, and the cells on that vectors that contains the cells here. This cell is must be content. This cell must contain the number of occurrences in the word in a sentences. It's this cell must contain the number of times the word occurrences in a single review. Means number of single occurrences, how much time this word has occurred in a single in a single sentences or single text or single that thing you call single sentences. Okay, that's the meaning of this itself. Okay. Now there have another kind of back of words. This is the one kind of back of word, and also there have another kind of back of words that with the binary back of words or boolean back of words. Now let's see what is significance of this back of words. Binary back of word, or you can call it as a boolean back of word. So boolean and binary back of word are the both are the same thing, but both are the same thing. That's the general back of word. Both are the same concept is same, but there have little bit differences. So this is our this is the sum vector of some review. Suppose this is the vector for some review I. This is the vectors, and this is the its cell. Suppose in our dictionary there have d words. There have d words in our dictionary. So in this dictionary, so the cells in the dictionary, here in this vector, the cells content the not number of times that unique word occurs, the not number of times the word occurred in a review. It will say it takes only 1 or 0. It will takes only 1 or 0 in by sample using this. It will take 1 if this w, these are the w's, w1, this is the w2, this is the w3, this is the w4, like that. This is for the wd. So here 1 will occur if the wi, if the wi occurs at least 1. Okay, and otherwise it will be 0. That's the two thing that we have to always remember. This is the main difference between general backward and binary backward. In binary backward it takes only 0 or 1, but in general it takes the number of occurrences in a word in a particular sentences. That's the main differences. Now what is its significance? Why we will use this binary backward concept? So its main use is it means use it so to find that different words in two reviews. Just see it. Just see these examples R1 and R2. Okay, if you now simple use these things in that binary backup words, just write it clearly. I think it will be better if I use different color. Okay, I have used this pink color. So it is the binary vectorlet. I am using binary arc. Okay, it's this. Just now look up the review 1 and review 2. This occurs 1, pasta occurs, each occurs, very occurs, now tasty occurs, and occurs, affordable occurs, and 0 not occurs. Now now V2. This occurs, pasta occurs, each occurs. Okay, each occurs. Now not each occur here, and tasty is responsible for here, is occur, and is also occur, and each also occur, but already we have taken. Here we have, instead of using two, here I am using once, only once, since at least one occur it is. And affordable, and affordables also occurs here. So these are the two differences. So here v1, here v1, here v1 will be how, just see the v1, v1 will be 1, everything 1, and at the end 0. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. This is the v1, and v2 here will be, for binary backward, 1 1 1, and very is not occurred here. I think I am missing, very is not occurred here. 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 1 1 1 triple 1 0 1 triple 1 0 1 triple 1. These are the two vectors, means these two vectors for the binary representations, in binary representations for these two reviews. Now if you find its distances, for example, if you find the distances between two vectors v1 and v2, then you will get these distances will be what, 1 2 3. Here it will be only changes here. Okay, 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 it is changes. Okay, 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 it is changes. Only two difference will be here. How much? Its difference will be 1 square plus 1 square, means root 2. If you take its distances square, if you take its distances square, then we got 2. Okay, 2 means for what? Just see it. 2 means here only 2 word has differentiated. 2 word has difference here. Here very and not. Okay, this, for these two word differences of these two word, we got these two. So these two responsible for here. These two is the number of different words, number of different words of review 1 and review 2. These two is responsible. Okay, I think you got the idea what is the general back of word and what is the binary back of word, and in which situations what is importance. Okay, and I think you got the idea from these discussions and what is its main drawback. Now in the next video we will see how to remove this drawback by simple removing the stop of words. Means this, just see this text, just see this text here. If you see closely this, if you say closely, they are each and these type of things have not give so much information about this text. Okay, so the very main important thing is here very, tasty, affordable, pasta. From these, what are the main these are the main words actually that give the meanings of that review. But these are the, means each and these things are the actually not keep some kind of informations of that word. So these things are called the stop words. Okay, we will see these things how to remove these stop words, and by simply removing these stop words how this thing will be comparable. We'll see it in the next video.